Welcome back to Good Day Stateline. Our friends from Community Foundation of Northern Illinois joining us tonight. We are going to learn a lot together. This is James Patterson, the program director, and then Dr. Puri is here as well. And you are here for a special reason, right?
Right. I'm actually from the College of Medicine, and I'm here to discuss some of the work which we have been doing in collaboration with the Community Foundation, who have funded a great project on lung cancer.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Let's go back to James and find out what the foundation is.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit.
I think the easiest way to think about the Community Foundation is really sort of a collection of funds that have been started by donors that care about their community since like 1953. We've been doing this. Many of these are endowed, so the idea there is that you don't really have to raise funds year after year. You just use some of the earnings from those endowed funds, and the money will be here forever. So
that seems like a pretty nice way to live.
It works, yeah, right? Yeah. It works out well. So, but yeah, so we mostly do grants and then scholarships with those funds that we're able to earn.
Okay, so how broad is the program? How many different entities are we able to touch with this money?
Oh, a lot.
That's
So
good.
this past community grant cycle, the name of the grant program, we funded 79 different organizations, or 79 different grants to many different organizations. And we touch, so many areas of the community. It could be arts, it could be health, it could be, social services, just many different aspects of it. Downtown development even, all these kinds of things.
So it really makes sense, when you look at the name Community Foundation of Northern Illinois, you're like, wow, that seems like they do a lot, because it is a very broad term.
Yes.
But it's because you really, truly do.
We truly do, and the region.
Yeah.
So, it's Winnebago, Boone, Ogle, and Stevenson counties. So
people.
it is a broad area too.
So tell me a little bit about, some of the different partners that you've worked with, at least recently.
So just any nonprofit that you think of in the community, any charity, we've probably given them a grant.
Wow.
I think of Shelter Care Ministries out there. We've worked with the school districts as another example. We made a very large grant to Rock Valley College for the development of career pathways, working with them working with District 205 and Belvedere School District, and really developing a coalition to create career pathways. So that's like $675,000 over 3 years. So that kind of thing. And then we've done an awful lot in the health area and done a lot of work with the University of Illinois generally. I mean, they really have a big presence in our community. I don't think people realize it. Through the College of Medicine, through the College of Pharmacy that we currently have, and then they have extension offices too that do a lot of work with kids, and we funded a lot of that kind of work as well. So, boy, if there's a nonprofit out there, we probably funded them.
You have a lot going on in your computer, I bet.
Oh yeah.
How do you manage to keep track of everything?
Spreadsheets.
Yeah. Dr. Puri, you of course are here to tell us about how the Community Foundation has changed your program or helped your program. Tell us what's going on with you.
So as of 2018, the age-adjusted mortality of lung cancer in the Winnebago County is 25% higher than the national average.
Wow.
So we definitely need to do something about it. So currently the CDC guidelines, they recommend that smokers who are more than 50 to 80 years of age and who currently smoke or who have who are still smoking, quit smoking for the last 15 years or should be having LDCT screening. And so this would help actually in early detection of lung cancer. So in the College of Medicine, we are actually motivating people or promoting people to actually go for LDCT screening. In addition to that, we're also studying ways of, because the 5-year survival of lung cancer is only 25%. So we're also trying to study blood biomarkers in the blood, proteins which are released in the blood from the tumors, from the lung tumors. And we're trying to figure out if we can detect them. So, and if we can detect these proteins, which could be proteins or genes, we could make tests for early detection of lung cancer.
Sure.
So these are some of the things which we are working on. And we're also working on tumors, and we're trying to find out if there are proteins in tumors which are changed in lung cancer patients in our community. And we can actually target them with various drugs. So the work which is funded by the Community Foundation is actually it's actually it's both in the promotional area and it's also in targeting for lung cancer treatment. And what we have done is that we have actually screened in the last from 2015 till October 2020, we have screened actually more than 4,500
Wow.
people in our community. And we have detected 1,500 people with small nodules who are being monitored. And we have found 81 people with lung cancer, out of which 50 people are early stage lung cancer. So you can see that some of the funding which has gone from the Community Foundation,
Sure.
it has a lot of impact on the community. And I don't know how many lives we may have saved
Wow.
through this process. So we have also developed some proteins and some genetic markers for early detection of lung cancer, and we also have some tumor markers, which we have, found and which could be targeted. So I think that that the Community Foundation has had a lot of their money has had a lot of impact on
Sure.
our people, and saved lives of many people. And since this project has been going on for a while, I think it takes a few years for a project to really impact the community. And so since they have been funding me since 2015, we actually now see the impact.
That's cool.
And it's also interesting that that the detection of early stage lung cancer was only 30%. But before we started this program, but now it's 40%. So
Oh,
we are
wow.
detecting many more people. So I think that the impact of the funding which they have given me, and of course I did the work, will have a very long-lasting
Yeah,
impact.
literally taking the community, giving back to the community. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let us know where we can go if we want any more information about the foundation.
If you want to know about us, go to our website, cfnil.org. It's the best place to go. And there's a wonderful document on there called our Community Grants Report that will show you all the different organizations that we funded recently.
Well, thank you guys both for coming in tonight. Coming up next, the Throwback Thursday. It's all about Valentine's Day. Don't go anywhere.